Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Stories with English Radio. Today, we're going to listen to one of the most inspiring stories ever written. The Old Man and the Sea. It's a story about courage, loneliness, and never giving up, even when life gets very hard. So, sit back, relax, and let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small fishing village by the sea, there lived an old man named Santiago. He was a fisherman, but for a very long time, he had been unlucky. For 84 days, he had gone out to sea without catching a single fish. The other fishermen started to call him Salau, which means the worst kind of unlucky. But Santiago did not give up. He was poor, his hands were rough, and his boat was small, but his heart was full of strength. There was a young boy named Manalin, who loved the old man deeply. He had learned fishing from Santiago when he was a child, but now his parents had told him to work with another, luckier fisherman. Still, every day, the boy helped the old man carry his fishing gear, talked with him, and brought him food. "Don't worry, old man," said the boy. "You'll catch a big fish soon." Santiago smiled. "Maybe tomorrow," he sighed softly. Every day is a new day. The next morning, before sunrise, Santiago took his small boat out far into the sea. He rowed farther than any other fisherman, deep into the blue water where no one else dared to go. He dropped his line and waited. The waves moved gently, and the sun rose slowly, painting the water with golden light. Hours passed. Then suddenly the line moved. Something powerful was pulling it. Santiago's heart began to race. It was a huge marlin, the biggest fish he had ever seen. Its body was strong and shining, and it pulled the boat far out to sea. For 2 long days and 2 long nights, the old man fought the great fish. He was tired, hungry, and his hands were bleeding from the rope. But he never gave up. He spoke softly to the fish. "Fish," he said, "I love you and respect you very much, but I must kill you." He admired the marlin for its power and beauty. He felt that the fish was his brother, both fighting for survival, both full of pride. Finally, on the 3rd day, the marlin grew weak. With all his strength, Santiago pulled it close and struck it with his harpoon. The great fish was dead. Tears filled the old man's eyes. It was not only victory, but also sadness. He tied the marlin to the side of his boat and began his journey home. But soon, the smell of blood attracted sharks. They came, one after another, attacking the marlin. Santiago fought them bravely with his harpoon, his oar, even with his fists. He killed money, but more kept coming. By the time he reached the shore, nothing was left of the great fish, only its bones. The old man was exhausted. He carried his gear up to his small hut and fell asleep. The next morning, the other fishermen gathered around his boat. They saw the huge skeleton of the marlin, longer than the boat itself. They were amazed. "The boy!" Manalin cried when he saw the old man sleeping. He promised, "Old man, I'll fish with you again. We will go together." Santiago smiled in his sleep. He was dreaming of his youth, of lions playing on the beaches of Africa, free, wild, and strong. And that is the story of the old man and the sea. It's not just about fishing. It's about hope, pride, and never giving up, no matter how hard life becomes. Even when you lose, if you keep your courage and your heart full of faith, you can still win deep inside. Thank you for listening to English Radio. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back tomorrow for another inspiring English story.